Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot read is naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. Okay, we are doing an all signs overview, which means this is full of astrology. It has all 12 signs in. So, okay, we're going to pick a moon, and that will be the overall energy of the week. From this coming moon cycle, which should be roughly at the halfway point when this read is released. I am doing it a few hours in advance because I will be at work when the moon is at its half cycle, quarter cycle, however you want to call it. It is the waning gibbous, I think. Full moon down to a new, yes. Yeah, sometimes it's called a quarter moon. It will look like a half moon in the sky if you happen to be seeing it when it happens. So overall energy are just there for the week. It is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. I don't follow any sort of cycles. I'm not doing a love cycle, financial cycle, or anything like that. So it is just generally the energies around you at the time I pull the cards. Okay. So the overall energy of the week is Manaz. I'm still butchering the pronunciations of this. What can I say? I might really dearly love the Viking era and all that. Doesn't mean I can speak their language. Okay, so Manaz it is. I think Manaz is just basically the representation of humanity. But I'll probably be corrected in a minute once I find the right place in my book, and it's going to tell me otherwise, because that's what it does. Okay, just bear with me. It's not one I deal with a lot. Okay. So, yes, humanity, the self, support, assistance, intelligence, family, groups, socializing. Okay. So with this moon, we can expect a feeling of more empathy for your inner self. We can expect more empathy for your fellow man or fellow person. Should we call it fellow person? Fellow person. We can expect enlightenment, sudden realizations this week of what things really are about. We can be expecting assistance from people we were never expecting existence. Yeah, they might acknowledge you exist, but they also might offer you assistance and you were never expecting it. So let's crack on with the read. Okay, no clarifiers in this one, except for Aries, if it is your birthday this week. Okay. The Eight of Swords. The energies around you, Aries, are being stuck up in your head. You are in this one train of thinking. I don't know what that one train of thinking is, but you are stuck in it. You know what train of thinking that is. Now, you might be getting assistance coming out of that. You might be getting the sudden realization of how to get out of it yourself. It might just be a case of self-loving. Okay. So for Taurus, you have got the Page of Swords. You will be dealing with some sort of disappointing news, I'm afraid. Okay, but it could be a realization of what's actually really going on, an awakening. This disappointing news might be that you have to assist someone else. Okay, and you might be disappointed with that. I don't know why, but you might be. Okay, Geminis, you have got the Five of Swords. The energies surrounding you this coming week is a little bit of self-sabotagement, or perhaps just waking up to the fact that you do that. Okay. My Cancerians, I can say my Cancerians because I am one. We are getting the epiphany. Okay, so this rune for us is enlightening us. It is showing us the way. We are getting our aha moments. We are realizing possibly that things are well and truly over. We may be realizing that things are now just beginning. all those sort of things. You may be realizing where you've been going wrong in life. You may be realizing why you are so lucky. It is a truth coming to the surface, a realization of what things actually are. Talking about realizations of what things actually are, I'm changing it up a little bit. Okay, I'm kind of lagging behind on last week's reads, and I'm now pulling next week's All Signs Overview, which I have tried to make sure always last week's reads are always done before I do this. But I've decided actually, not many of you actually watch this. I think on my last one, maybe 18 to 20 people watch this one. So it doesn't really affect too much to the rest of the numbers on my videos. Okay, so I'm just going to plow through. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to plow through with the rest of last week's ones, and then just follow straight onto this week's ones. Okay, so if you haven't had last week's ones yet, this one isn't for last week's one. So when you get your Aquarius or Pisces read in a day or two from now, it's not going off this one, it's going off the one previous. Okay, just thought I had to share that information with you. I might do a community post for it as well. Leos, Ten of Pentacles, you are sitting happy in your household. Okay, you feel like you have everything together. You feel like finally everything has come to you. Your house, your work, your social life, everything just seems to be gelling together. Okay, Virgo, you are juggling something, or someone around you is juggling something. Maybe you are being juggled. Okay, obviously we'll find out more when I come to get round to doing your read for this one. But there's an energy of things shifting, if nothing else, around you. The Nine of Wands coming out for Libras. You're in a defensive energy this week. Perhaps it's a realization that you do actually have to stand up and fight sometimes, and you can't just always rely on your conversational skills to get you out of trouble. Maybe you have to actually stand up and fight for what is right. Okay, Scorpios, you have got the Knight of Cups. Your energy is reflecting on what you want for yourself in the future and how to get that. Possibly communing with people to get ideas or inspiration. Sagittarians, you are dealing with the Five of Pentacles this week. For some of you, you may be getting a cold shoulder of a loved one. They may be ignoring you. Perhaps a family member is not replying to your messages. Perhaps you upset them somehow and you don't know how. You will get the realization of how you've upset them if you have. For others of you, you may be getting the realization that you have just invested a lump of money into something which is not going to do too well, and you might be locked into some sort of term and you won't be able to get it back out. Fingers crossed it does better than the energies are suggesting. The Two of Pentacles coming. No, the Two of Pentacles was out for Virgo. The Two of Swords coming out for Capricorns. Capricorns, you have to make a choice. Okay, you probably, I do feel it's been tied up there with that Cancerian one, the Ace of Wands. You've realized there's two ways to go, and you have to choose which way to go. Okay. Aquarius, you have got the Emperor. Your energy is taking control of the situation, possibly helping someone, giving them assistance, but you're taking control of the whole situation and dealing with it all in hand, or all in house possibly. There is an energy that you are feeling very in your energies. Okay, you feel like you can do anything. You don't overstretch yourself. Pisces. Yes, Pisces. Apparently you seem to know it all. Okay, the Queen of Swords. We know the truth. We don't need the epiphany up at the top there, what Cancer's getting. We know it. But you're not acting on it. Huh? Why not? Are you having a debate with someone? Getting everyone on board before you go ahead and do it? I don't know. It's kind of the energies I'm feeling off that. It's kind of like something's holding you. You're not going yet because not everyone is on the same page as you. You're not ready to launch forth with it all. Okay, well, theoretically, I should be saying goodbye to some of my viewers because we're now doing the Aries read, but you are welcome to stay and watch if you want. Hell, who knows? You may be a cross-watcher to the Aries who's watching. Okay, so your 8 of Swords, Aries, shall we? Remember, this is only if it's your birthday this week. It's not for every Aries, just Aries, Aries, who has a birthday for this coming week. So basically from now up until the new moon. Okay. Oh, look at that. The Hierophant. Realizations. Insights and the like. Okay. And the 5 of Swords. Having too much information can be damaging. Okay. This is what your thinking is about. You are kind of trapped in this way of thinking because you have too much information. It's a bit like if I'd done a tarot read on what the lottery numbers are going to be for you, Aries, throughout this week, and I tell you that you are going to win the jackpot. But I don't tell you the numbers, and I don't tell you what you have to do. So you've got this information. You know you're going to win the jackpot. Now, when you walk into the shop to buy your ticket, you suddenly start questioning yourself. The 5 of Swords. Okay? The information, you're going to win the jackpot. The 5 of Swords. Oh, what should I do? Should I buy a lucky dip? Should I use my standard numbers? Oh, should I change all my numbers by 1? Oh, and you may shoot yourself in the foot. By not doing what you would normally do, you may lose the jackpot instead of winning the jackpot. Let's see what's crossing this. We have got a Knight of Cups. I would suggest that possibly you watched the star sign as well, what had the Knight of Cups out, which I can't remember what it was at the time. Let's have a quick look-see, and it might jog my memory. There? Yeah, Scorpio. Possibly watch Scorpio reads this week as well. Okay, but what you may be shooting yourself in the foot for, if it is your birthday this week, is your future. So yeah, if you got told you were going to win the lottery and then you screw about with your numbers and you don't, you've just shot yourself in the future. It's the future love you want. With this particular one, I'm always drawn to the shadow of the horse. Not always. Most of the time I'm drawn to the shadow of the horse. It's got 2 shadows there. It's got a shadow of what the horse should be representing and a shadow of a different representation of what the horse is doing. It's suggesting that the future you want might not be the future you get, or possibly the future you want is not the future you need. So don't be too disappointed if things don't go fully to plan how you planned it, because the universe may have planned it for you to get better further down the line. Okay, everyone, that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you throughout the week. If it does, please drop me a comment and let me know. I like to be validated. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and for any of you who have liked this or going to like this video, and any of you who have subscribed to my channel already. Okay, thank you very much. I'll catch you all soon, and I will crack on with all my weekly reads from last week. Have a wonderful week yourself.